Back in the 80s, we had Super Naturals and Visionaries. Now, both of these lines featured advanced technology for the time, holograms. But ever since, there has been a question that has divided us all and remained unanswered. Which toy line was best? There's only one way to find out. Fight! Hello, it's Dave at VTR. A warm welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be your host of Battle of the Holograms. Before we get to the main event, let's meet the competitors. Now, hiding in my cupboard, what's this box? And hiding in this box, well, let's just open it and see. Oh yes, I haven't seen these in a while. In the red corner we have Super Naturals. These were released by Tonka in 1986. Each of the figures has a mysterious power and an associated animal. So this is Lionheart, the heroic leader, and his animal is a lion. There's the lion on the shield. Let's look at the chest hologram. This one's much more difficult to see, but there we go. And in the blue corner we have Visionaries. Oh yes. This one is Arzon, Spectral Knight. Now these guys have a mystical personality represented by an animal. So Arzon is represented by the eagle. They also have a magical totem, and his magical power is knowledge. There's a sign of the Spectral Knights. And there's his hologram for knowledge. And then on his chest we can see the eagle. Very nice. For now, we'll leave all the rest of these carded items in the box, but don't worry, later on there's going to be a montage showing off the full beauty of all the holograms. That's going to be a good one. Right, we've met the competitors, but stay right there because after this commercial break, we're going to be back with the 3-round fight. Looking forward to this.
Journey with us into a mysterious world where all is not what it seems, where the magical power of the hologram rules the world of Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light.
Super Naturals. Now you can join the battle between brave Lionheart and evil Skull and their eerie ghostlings.
Lion, you're dying. Now, Master.
Super Naturals. Lionheart, Skull and Ghostling sold separately. New from Tonka.
In this round we're going to compare the characters from each of the lines. Let's start with Visionaries. Have a look on the back here. We can see the heroes called the Spectral Knights versus the evil villains, the Darkling Lords. Let's take a look at some of the names here. Leoric, Cryotech, Sindar, Kravix, Dartstorm. I mean, these characters really are based in fantasy. The figures all look fairly similar to each other, but behind each of those there is a pretty decent story. Let's take a look at the Supernaturals. This is a ghostling. Let's have a look at the back here. We can see that there are hero ghostlings and evil ones as well. Look at some of the names. Spooks, Hooter, See-Through, Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lucky is a giant rabbit with the power of magic. That's not the first time we've heard that about giant rabbits now, is it? On the evil side, we've got Scary Cat, Weird Wolf, Vampire, Rags. Yeah, I would say that these names compared to Visionaries are a little bit more fun. Let's have a look at the figure here. We've got 3 heroes versus 3 evil villains. Lionheart, of course, Bernheart, Snakebite, Skull. Oh, Skull's rather cool. Might have to get that one if I can find it. With X-Ray Eye. Yeah, I would say that these character names are kind of more fun than Visionaries. This is a close battle between the characters, but I think I'm going to give just a slight edge to the Visionaries just because of the background for the characters and their stories. In this round, we're going to fight over the figures and the cards. Let's start with Supernaturals. This figure's about 6 inches tall. He's got a nice sculpt for his armour. He's only got articulation on the arms and the legs, but he does come with a really decent glow-in-the-dark sword. There's a bonus comic there in the back, and he has a shield, and behind that shield there's also the front plate for the armour. Now, these figures have really decent sized holograms. Now, let's take a look at the Ghostling. This guy is about 2 to 3 inches tall. He only has articulation on the arms, but he does have a cloak that you can remove. He also comes with the glow-in-the-dark sword, but what's really neat is that the hands also glow. Now these cards have got a nice ruffled edge, and we can see an artistic view of a mystical forest there. Now let's take a look at the Visionaries card. Well, the first thing that strikes you here is the artwork. Really nice picture there of the figure, plus his represented animal. Now, the figure itself is smaller, probably about 5 inches tall, but it does have really good articulation around the elbows and the knees, and also the head moves. The holograms are probably a little bit smaller than the Supernaturals, but it does come with a totem for its magical power and an additional accessory. Let's look on the back. Oh yeah, the artwork continues, really striking. We get to see the other figures in the line, and there's also a cutout for the character. So this is a really tight battle. I'm not sure if there's a clear winner at all. There's pluses and minuses for both sides. This is going to be a close one. In this round, we're going to take a look at the vehicles and playsets. Let's start with Visionaries. Now, Visionaries only released 4 vehicles. They are the Capture Chariot, the Lancer Cycle, the Dagger Assault, and Skyclaw. Each of these vehicles are actually fairly similar looking. They've got similar colour schemes, but they do feature some nice holograms. Overall, I think the vehicles are rather uninspiring, although they do come with unique figures that don't come on card backs. If we had seen the second wave of Visionaries, we would have also got an awesome playset, but unfortunately it never made it to the shops. Let's turn our attention to Supernaturals. Here we have a variety of items, the first two being flying animals. Here we have Lion Wings used by Lionheart, and then Dark Dragon used by Skull. And I think these look fantastic. And then we have 2 vehicles, Ghost Finder and Bat Bopper. Now, these vehicles may not fit into the whole mystical world, but they certainly look awesome, looking like dragsters, very colourful. And then finally we have a playset, the Tomb of Doom. And what an amazing playset this is. It has a large removable coffin that sits underneath a skull, and inside that coffin is an escape hatch. You can put the figure in there, the figure would disappear, and then it would reveal a hologram. Well, that's the end of the match. Both sides have put up a great fight. It's so close. But who is the winner? Their best hologram toy line goes to... I don't know. I think I'm going to need some help from the judges. Over to you. Thanks, judges. Really useful. Well, what have we learned? It's impossible to choose between these 2 lines. I really can't decide. So, this is what we're going to do. Leave a comment below. Tell me who your favourite is between Supernaturals and Visionaries, and let's see if we can just nail this once and for all. The sad reality is that, back in the day, neither of these lines did all that well, both only lasting a year or so on the shelves. So on that bombshell, I'm going to leave you with the beauty of the holograms. But before I do that, I just got one thing to say. Until next time, stay vintage, stay safe, and cheers. Enjoy, everybody.